Hello, gamers, and welcome to Budget Arcade, a free-to-play gaming podcast to help you navigate through the growing realm of free-to-play games. I'm Scott.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Cody.
I'm so glad you didn't do that stupid, I'm Jeff.
What do you mean, stupid? I got literally 0 tweets about how great it was.
Exactly.
Everybody was
People
so
thought you were
impressed.
coming on to them.
Jeff's always coming on to me. Wait a minute. Phrasing. Hitting on me? Okay, you know what? Let's forget
Moving
that
on.
even
Go.
happened. Let's
Go.
restart that.
Okay, well, we're on episode 10. Finally, Jeff,
did it.
there's your 10th episode.
I'm allowed to celebrate, and I'm taking my shirt off. Hold on.
Is this really happening? Are you taking off your pants too?
All right.
Uh,
No, that would be inappropriate.
radio invisibility. He could or could
We're
not be
PG,
doing
man.
that.
I can't do that.
Well, you can at least unbutton them.
What are we doing?
So today
Cody, introduce the game. Go.
So today we're reviewing Fallout Shelter. It is I guess kind of a simulation. You make your own base game. I don't know what you would call it, but it's made by Bethesda and published by Bethesda. And yeah, it's only single player. And yeah, I'm trying to look. It just says simulation. All right, very helpful. It is available on Microsoft Windows, iOS, Android, Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. So basically everything. And with that, let's get into the gameplay.
Well, I got a question. Does it cross-play? Because you can cross-play
No.
from mobile to Xbox. It does not cross-play with PS4?
No, there's no crossplay. There's no multiplayer aspect.
No. What Jeff's talking about is the
Cloud
saving
save.
your
Oh.
yeah, the cloud
don't
saving.
know.
I believe it is crossplay with the cloud
Is it?
saves.
Oh, okay, I did not know that.
I mean, I didn't try it just because I didn't save any of them to the cloud, but I think that's the whole point of saving it to the cloud so you can pull it up on your other systems.
Neat. Anyway, on to the gameplay.
Now, as far as the gameplay is concerned, though, it's kind of a point, click, and
Drag. There's lots
you
of
know,
dragging.
build up.
Oh, man. This game is a drag.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, easy.
So
We're not to the review yet.
because of the dragging, though, I recommend it on PC or mobile over doing it on like Xbox or Switch or PS4, just because it's easier to manage. I actually started the game on the Xbox originally, and I was like, "This is trash." Downloaded it on mobile and actually enjoyed it.
See,
Yeah, because that's what you two advised me on. You said, Jeff, because I was thinking I'd just play it on Xbox because I don't like playing on the phone.
No, that's a bad
And plus,
idea.
my phone isn't... Yeah, my phone's not a flagship. It's sort of a budget phone, so I don't have a ton of memory. And so a lot of times with these mobile games like Dragalia Lost, I really couldn't play that. But this one I did have enough space for, but I can definitely see it being better on mobile.
Yeah, it's much better on mobile. I think I downloaded it on Xbox like when it first came out because I did play it maybe a month or two after it came out originally. Played it on my phone, saw that it came out on Xbox, and I was like, oh, let's give it a shot. I think I started. I was like, okay, nope, abort. This is terrible. But yeah, you basically start. You have a very small base, and it forces you to make start your vault by putting in a living area, power generation, water source, and a diner for food. From there, you can expand your vault, get more living space, generate more power every time you add on to the base, it requires additional power. So you need to you start adding things on. Well, now you need a bigger power generator. Well, now you need more people to run that power generation to actually upkeep everything. And if you don't have enough power, things will actually things will stop working until you get power back. So it's a lot of management as far as you need your food supply and your water supply up to keep your dwellers happy, and you need all the power to keep everything running. So there's a lot of balancing there, and then each of your dwellers has specific stats which are better for certain aspects. So I think strength is better for energy, perception's better for water, and then agility is best for the the dining area.
Yeah. So crap, I forgot what I was going to say.
Professional.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm going to take all that out. Don't worry.
I wouldn't.
So this game, I would refer to it affectionately as a hurry up and wait game. That's
You
where
refer
you
to it
hurry up and build
affectionately?
certain things.
In the sense that you like it?
Yes, affectionately.
Oh, darling.
No, just,
You're a hurry up and wait kind of girl.
I'm gonna throw you straight into the living area. Then we're gonna dance awkwardly.
Ooh. If you know what I mean.
Play the game. We'll explain that in a little bit. But continue.
so
Scott.
yeah, I would call it a hurry up and wait. You know, you got to hurry up and build these things, and then you have to wait for your resources, wait for your ability to gain more bottle caps. So that way you can build more resources and stuff.
I believe the term is it's an
there's-
idle game.
Yes, it isn't. Well, it's partially an idle game, but it's also, if you're actively playing the game, you can also gain stuff that way. But playing this game completely idle won't get you very much, because as soon as you come back, you have to collect all your resources again, and it's usually not very much, because half of your stuff is like either close to the very end of running out, or very close to it. But the advantage of actually actively playing it, there's a couple things that happen throughout the game. You can be attacked by raiders, and if you successfully defend yourself, whatever raiders have on them, you get that loot as well as bottle caps. There's also, while you're playing, you'll hear kind of like a mysterious tone go off. That means that there's a secret agent in your vault somewhere, and if you catch him and touch him, you will actually get bottle caps from him.
Touch him very gingerly. Sensually.
Yes, touch him very
Affectionately.
gingerly. You know, flick him in the behind. But yeah,
Scott just laughed so hard at his own joke. That was funnier than the joke, Scott. Congrats.
I was actually laughing at Jeff's joke, but okay.
All right.
I'm a little slow sometimes, okay?
Yeah, we know. That's part of your loving charm.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah,
But yeah, sometimes you'll get a jackpot off of that guy. It's like almost 3,000 bottle caps at a time, which is definitely helpful when you're trying to build stuff up.
yeah. So see, I didn't really get to find the hidden agent because most of the time I was playing this, I was at work or at school, or I had people around me, so I kind of kept the volume really low or muted, so I never heard that chime. But yeah, and they did add a couple of things to this game since the last time I played it, because I played it years ago. But if you get far enough, which I think I just got past it, where you can do the quest now. If you get an overseer control place, yeah, that thing.
Yes.
You can actually designate people to go out and perform like a small raid on a different area, and it's really neat because you get to tap through, find everything, you get to fight stuff. The fighting mechanic was kind of garbage. I didn't understand it, but it was neat to do that. And there was a bunch of other stuff that was added that I couldn't get to because you needed like 60, 80 dwellers, and I did not get a chance to play it that long to get up to that level.
Yeah, the questing system is actually probably the highlights of the game once you get that far in there. But of course, like you said, you have to have a certain number of dwellers before you can even get the overseer's office. I believe it's like 25 dwellers or something like that.
It's something like that. I can't remember, but it on top of the quest, you can actually you want to make sure that you have good items. So you can find items by like guns and armor and stuff by getting these lunch pails, which are the microtransaction for this game. You can buy Nuka-Colas, lunch boxes, the pets, and there's one more I'm forgetting, I think. But you can buy these.
It's a robot, and the robot will go out and collect bottle caps for you, as well as I think some other loot.
Okay, well, yeah, so when you open up the lunch boxes, it basically gives you a bunch of cards, and these cards can range anywhere from bottle caps to guns to armor. You can get new dwellers from it. You can get pets from it. You can assign pets to each one of your dwellers, and it gives them boosts. But yeah, if you start doing these quests, or if you send somebody out into the wasteland to scavenge, you want to make sure they have good armor, good weapons to survive. If not, they're not gonna make it and they're gonna die, or they're not gonna make it very far, and you're not gonna maximize the amount of loot you can get.
Yeah, but if they do die, you can actually resurrect them, I believe, with bottle caps, and then bring them
Yeah,
back.
but then you got to spend on
And
bottle
then
caps.
whatever loot they collected. Well, when in the early game, it's definitely advantageous to do that. It's not that much to resurrect them, and whatever loot that they gathered can help you to update your dwellers. That way, you're able to hold off any raids on you, and also you're able to go and do quests when you get to that point in time.
Yeah, and another big aspect about this is not only do you have to manage your resources really well, you have to build smart. And what I mean by that is so you can, each one of these places you build, if you attach another, so say I build an energy thing, I upgrade it, well, I can build another energy thing right beside of that. However, it won't connect until I upgrade it again. But if I place two level 1s right next to each other, it'll go ahead and connect them. Or I think the max you can have is 3 that stacks on top of each other. It allows more people to get in there, gives you a higher storage, and allows yeah, I already said it. It allows more people to work in it, so you get more electricity, food, water, whatever you're making. And you get more of it, and you can do it quicker.
Yeah, you can do up to 3 stack, and except for the radio station, that can only do a 1 stack. How about you, Jeff? How did yours go? You're being very quiet over there.
Let's just say it wasn't good. I didn't know what I was doing. So it tells you up front, and you build a handful of things, but I never got the game really and what I'm really trying to achieve, because I'm just building rooms. I'm moving people into rooms.
That's the whole point of it. Is you're just trying to build the biggest vault you can and have it just a.
Oh, what a joy! That's it. Oh, yeah, make the big room.
There's more to it
I had
than
a
just
hard
making
time
big
playing
rooms.
this. Okay, but I'd open half the time I'd open it and my vault would be gone from my first play. I put this here and here, and then I load it up again, and it's time to start your new vault, and
I don't know.
I couldn't get it to save.
I don't know what's wrong.
I
with
don't
your
know what
phone.
happened. Well,
Yeah,
so
for
I
real.
switched from my phone to my Kindle Fire tablet, and I had a little more success. I didn't lose any saves, but I just was so bored. I'd move the guys around, and it just, I don't know. I didn't really enjoy it at all, and I didn't make it that far because I just didn't see the point. It's I didn't have an objective that I could go. It's all right, you all have played Minecraft, right? And Minecraft is fun when you know what you're building towards. Okay, I want to build towards this. I want to beat the dragon. So I'm going to mine for these things. I got to find these. I got to get these eyes. I got to turn them into this. And then I can go fight the dragon. But if you ever turn on Minecraft with no goal in mind, it's boring. It's aimless. And you just
some people
walk
it's not.
around
That's
moving blocks around.
That's why I don't enjoy Minecraft,
For
because
me, it
everybody
is,
wants to.
and that's-
Everybody wants to just build stuff. I had a buddy that was super big into it, and he was very gifted when it came to circuits and stuff. So he would actually make games and stuff. But to me, I was just okay, and that's cool, I guess. But all right, can we go play
No,
something
I'm not
else?
even talking about games, but when I was enjoying Minecraft, I needed a lot of glass, and so there was a desert nearby. So I'll build a train, and I can easily run over there. But once I got that done, and I didn't know what to do, my point is, I'm not here to talk about Minecraft, but in this, the objective was not enough of an incentive to drive me forward into playing it more. and I played games like this before and had the same issue. There was one called Tiny Towers, I think, and I played back when I had like a iPod Touch, the 4th gen, and I did that one for a little bit, but it just kind of was the same thing. There's no end goal. I don't know. And plus, I don't like playing on the phone. I hate playing on my phone. I like a controller. Maybe it's because I'm almost 40, and that's why, but I want to have a controller in my hands.
All right. Well, so we know how Jeff feels about the game. So going back to the gameplay and not how much everybody hates or likes it.
I'm leaving!
All right. Bye, Jeff. So some of the things are really they have a little bit of humor in the game, and it's actually pretty funny. So to get more dwellers, you can either wait for people to show up, which you can use, like they just randomly show up, get them out of the lunch boxes.
And it takes forever.
Yes, but then you can also make the radio room, and it broadcasts, and anybody who has a high charisma stat can it increases the chances of somebody coming by, and then the more charisma they have, or the better your station is, the you have a higher chance of them being like really good when they come. But you also run the risk of, I think when you do that, I think later in the game you can actually get attacked by what's the thing called, the death claws. You can actually get a death claw attack in your in your vault, and if you're not prepared for that, they will demolish you. At least from what I've heard. I never made it that far. Now you can now get dwellers by dragging a male and a female to the living area, and they sit there and they awkwardly talk and make fantastic pickup lines towards each other that are hilarious.
Oh my gosh,
to read.
the pickup lines are hilarious.
They're all over the place. I can't remember any off the top of my head, but I'm actually gonna look that up while I'm waiting. But it's so funny. And then they awkwardly start dancing when they are about to do the deed. They go in the. Then you see him you see a guy, the big boy with the thumbs up appear on your screen, gives you a big thumbs up. You see him run into the back. They bang, and then all of a sudden the guy comes back out. He goes back to work like nothing happened, and the woman's 9 months pregnant already. She's massive. Every time.
Now,
but it's just so fun.
I don't know if you noticed this, Cody. Yeah. I don't know if you noticed this, Cody, but after they do the deed, if their happiness level was way down, it's automatically 100% on both of them.
I mean, who wouldn't be?
Oh, that's not realistic.
Well, it depends on the person.
Sometimes
I think you're doing it wrong.
Sometimes you not everybody's pleased. Oh, anyway, let's move on.
I think we're getting a little bit too much into Jeff's personal life. But here's a couple of them. Do you have a map? I'm getting lost in your eyes. Did your father sell diamonds? 'Cause you are flawless. If you love radiation...
Is that a t-shirt in your pocket? 'Cause I'd like to put one on.
If love was radiation, I'd need a box of Radaway. I saw the doctor. He said my body's deficient in vitamin U. These are just a couple of all the different pickup lines. There's a list of 30-something of them.
This ain't diarrhea.
Fantastic.
That's just the color of my pants. Those are the pickup lines I used.
You would.
I like your shoes. Want to bang? That's my go-to.
That sounds like a Cody original.
And I wonder why I'm still single. Anyway, moving on.
Goodbye, PG.
So no, not moving on. So I wanted to make. I had a highlight for this procreation of my vault characters. So I actually got a guy in my vault, and he actually had high charisma to start with. You can actually put different clothes on each dweller, and some clothes have different stats. Right now, I've got 2 different dwellers, a male and a female, who their clothes give them higher stat in charisma. One gets a +6 on charisma, and the other one gets a +3. And when I put them both in the room together, they no joke, it's maybe 30 seconds, and then they've got another one that they've made. But so probably about beginning of the week, this was last week when I started. I've been playing the game for a little while, just in anticipation of doing this episode. And I had a guy come into my vault. He had very high charisma, so I stuck him in the room, and then I proceeded to put every single female in my vault into the room with him, one right after the other. And it took me probably about an hour of play, but I had every single woman impregnated by this one guy
Oh dear.
in
This
my
guy
vault.
is-
Yeah, Genghis
Yeah.
Khan in your deal. Good God.
Needless to
poor
say, he
man.
was very happy.
Oh, was he? I don't think
Yes.
this is realistic
And-
either.
And every single woman in the vault was happy too.
Did he
but not
walk
so much
with a
on the
limp
other guys.
afterwards? Golly.
Pretty sure at the end of it, it's just a flag that comes out and says "bang" on the end of it. By the time he gets through, like 5 or 6.
He should have had a heart attack.
I actually tweeted a picture of it when it happened a few weeks back, so it's on my Twitter somewhere.
See that?
It's Ace Matrix with a 0 at the
This is
end.
why you need
See,
to-
like
this is why you
18-year-old
need
me
to-
sounds like, oh, that's the dream right there. But 38-year-old me is like, good Lord, that's exhausting.
This is why you need to make the. This is why you need to make the medical facility so you can keep Viagra to keep them going.
Do they have that in the game? That would be amazing.
There is a medical facility. They produce stim packs, however, it's not as funny. But, well, way to ruin the joke, Jeff. Even though it wasn't funny.
Yeah. It's tough
That's
to
Jeff
ruin
for
what's
you.
already bad.
I was about to say something.
Give me a second, I'm looking it
I,
up.
I was about to say something, and I didn't want to get bleeped.
Oh, you can say it. I'll bleep it anyway.
Bleeped.
Edit it out.
Oh yeah, well, you, Jeff.
Wow. That was uncalled for.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna need a bleep on that, or edit it out,
Yeah, definitely.
or edit that out.
He's going to edit it out. That hurt my feelings, Cody.
That's not even the worst thing I've ever said to you.
It's pretty close.
It was 14 women in my shelter that he managed to impregnate.
Jesus.
So after that, so I had 25 in my shelter. After all that, when I relogged onto the game the next day, 14 more.
Jesus.
He's like the whale at SeaWorld. Tillicum? You ever seen Blackfish?
That man is the bing.
Yeah, I've seen Blackfish.
Yeah.
Man is the tiger of
him.
the real world. He's just doing it all on his own. Pandas. Pandas. He is the panda of the vault. The hell was that?
He's taking his shirt off in celebration of the 10th episode.
I thought he was just
All
getting
right,
a little
well,
too
let's talk
excited
about replayability of this game.
I thought he was just getting a little too excited about
Ah.
one guy impregnating his entire vault.
All right. We're moving on now, Cody. I know you want to stay there forever. But let's talk about replayability. I could not bring myself to play this game. That's my review. Cody, what do you think?
Yeah, there's not much replayability to it. Once you pick it up, and it takes you a long time to grind out all this stuff, and you can get a phenomenal vault going, but once you've done everything, you've unlocked everything, you've got this thing running at optimal efficiency, you're done. There's nothing else you can do. You can make another vault and go through the whole process again, but I wouldn't. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, there's not really any replayability. That is a downside.
Yeah, I think you can have up to, 4 vaults?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not
Why
sure.
anybody would is beyond me.
Shut up, Jeff.
I hope nobody listening to this absolutely loves this game, and I'm just dumping on it. But I'll be honest.
Good job,
didn't-
Jeff.
I didn't give this
You're
game
the
a
jerk in
fair
this.
chance. The genre is not for me, and yeah. So there, I said it.
So, Jeff, does this game get your seal of approval?
I'm just
Man,
drawing
this is
this
going
out
to be
for
our
suspense.
shortest episode yet.
Well, did that pick up on the mic?
We didn't even take a break yet.
Oh, we should take a break. Take a break. Let me think about it. I need to ponder for several minutes what I'm going to say as far as my vote if this game is good or not.
All right, we will be right back.
Hi, and welcome to a plug for the Media Obscura podcast.
What?
I know, you thought I was just going to start an episode, but this is a plug.
Weird.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. This is not the podcast you thought you'd be listening to right now. It's a plug for a different one, but we'll let you get to your show really soon, I promise. My
course.
name's Nick. This is my faithful co-host, Mike.
Hey.
He isn't allowed in the state of Utah for reasons that I can't even fully disclose.
No, you can't.
I just don't understand them,
It's
honestly.
illegal.
So anyway, on our show, we check out old and obscure retro movies, and we talk about them. Now, I know you're wondering, well, who are you to consider something obscure? You know, what's obscure? Well, honestly, it's an excuse for us to watch just the weirdest stuff we can get our hands on, as well as a couple of old classics, and then banter about it. So if that's your cup of tea and you want to check it out, give us a listen.
Of course.
And here's your show. And bye.
Love you.
Hi, I'm Alex Williams, and every week on My Wax Museum, I'm joined by someone else from my regular old everyday life. I get to hear these amazing experiences from people that I just know. The best part is, you know amazing people too. So listen to My Wax Museum and then spend 5 minutes daily listening to someone you know. You'll be amazed at the stories they have to tell.
The game sucks! I hate this game! I don't want to play it! Thumbs down.
All right.
That's how you bring us back in?
Yeah, that's I'm sorry. Welcome back. The game we are talking about is Fallout Shelter. It's only slightly better than Fallout 76 in that you can actually play it. And this game gets a thumbs down.
Wow.
Cody, what do you think?
Man, Jeff is just going in. All right. Well, you know what? If you
I
like
had caffeine before doing this.
Wow. That caffeine does that to you? Caffeine does. Okay, edit that out.
What are you eating? Cookies?
No, I'm not eating anything. It was a water bottle.
It sounds like you have Girl Scout cookies. You got tag-alongs or something.
Actually, I do have Oreos in my room right now, so. But that was not
I
it. It was
knew
a
it!
it was a water bottle. I almost dropped it. It was empty. Anyway, you know what? If you like these types, if you like Sims and stuff like that, you might get some good play out of this. I enjoyed it personally. Sorry, Scott, edit that out.
Keep that in. Don't bleep
Scott,
it.
edit that out.
You know, in Audacity, if you highlight something, you can go to Effect and click Amplify. You should just ruin our listeners' ears with that.
Man, come on, man. Edit that out. Oh.
Nope.
Oh, yeah,
Not
Scott.
anymore.
Edit
it.
that out. You can't see a wink over podcast, but
I'm about to start cussing, just so you'll have to edit it out. I hope you just take all my audio off
It's
the
too
entire
late.
I can just edit.
I suppose that's true. You could just not send your audio.
I could just not send my audio. But,
All right, go ahead, Cody.
okay. So, if you like games like, I guess, The Sims, or, what's some other, like Civilization, maybe. I've never really played those, but if you like building stuff, it's kind of cool for a little bit, but, I mean, it's a good time waster. When I first started playing it years ago, I was really big into it for like a month. I never spent money on the game, but that's where I kind of enjoy it, is because you can earn. It's one of those games where you don't have to spend money to level up. You can grind this stuff out. Like you get objectives all the time, and they'll either reward you with bottle caps or they'll reward you with lunch boxes that you can open up and get more stuff. So I mean,
I actually
would
got a
give it
robot
shot.
today.
Did you? Oh, I've never gotten one of those.
Yeah, I got a reward of the robot, and now he's out collecting bottle caps for me.
Nice. But you know what? It's a great time waster. There's not a lot to it, but you know, if you need something to do, like, you know, 5-10 minute break, you ain't got nothing to do, boot it up, give it a shot, see what happens. I don't think it's going to be one of those games where you're going to sink tons and tons and time into it, but like I said, give it a shot. It's a great time waster. But yeah, it gets my seal approval. Barely, but it gets my seal.
I had moments of fun with this game. It's actually enjoyable, you know, to a point. Like I said earlier, it's kind of like a hurry up and wait type of game. If you've got a little bit of time to kill, it's a great game. Play it for a few minutes and then be done with it. Not have to worry about it. Come back to it. It's still there. You haven't been raided and have your vault destroyed like Jeff. And that must have been a special feature that he downloaded.
Yeah, it's the
Destroy
version
the
I
vault.
downloaded.
But no, I enjoyed the game. It was it's definitely a good time waster, and as a mobile game, that's what I look for in mobile games. Something that I can just pick up for a few minutes and then play it, get a little bit of enjoyment out of it, and then put it away after I'm done with it. So yeah, it gets my seal of approval just for that fact. So Jeff, it's approved.
It's approved. That's fine. I don't care. But you remember when I was gone that one episode and you said I was on heroin or something? I think people who
Yeah, it was
listen to
heroin
this
overdose.
episode are going to think I'm on coke, like I'm coked out of my mind.
Are you? Because I'm starting to wonder.
No! For the record.
Just so you know. But Jeff, I do have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you have a watch?
No. What year is it? Who wears watches anymore?
Because I think it's snuggle time. That's a pickup line from the game. Just throwing that one out there.
Can I
It'll work.
lower my rating? I already said no, but can I make it lower?
We don't do ratings
you cannot.
anymore.
We
Remember?
should. We go back to the star system. We can bring back half stars. I'll be okay with it. This gets negative 3.5 stars.
Jeez.
What are we playing next week?
All right. Next week, we're gonna go back into a roguelike. Bleh, can't speak. Shattered Pixel Dungeon.
Yeah.
Son of a...
For those of you that didn't like Rogue, it's about to not get much better. Actually, Shattered Pixel Dungeon's good.
Okay, well, I'm going to take your word for it. And
No, this
probably-
one's actually pretty good.
Oh.
I'm gonna give
Okay,
you
well-
Cody. I'm gonna give you a pro tip right now. Okay.
Okay.
Play mage. Whenever you
Alright.
find a wand, you take your
A
walking
wand?
stick, a wand. Take your walking stick that you start with, and imbue the walking stick with that wand, and then put the walking stick into one of the hotkey sections in the bottom. And then anytime you see a monster, you click on it, and it'll target it, and then you can attack it with it using magic.
All right,
That's
yeah,
the pro
that was
tip
too
for
many
you.
instructions, so I'm just going to go and start smashing things in the face with the stick. That's what I got out of that conversation.
Oh, you can smash things in the face with a stick, but I'm telling you, if you attach a magic wand, whatever type of wand you get, to that staff, you're going to have way better time and get further along.
I'll think about it. But hitting things in the face with the stick seems much more enjoyable to me.
Anybody have any news for free-to-play games this week?
I am going to. I talked to Scott about this, and we haven't really discussed the details, but currently the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission in America, is looking into loot boxes. I have some things to say about that don't necessarily reflect the opinions of this podcast, but I asked Scott if he would upload it and put it out there once I've actually had a chance to write and record it, and it will be the more serious side of me. So look out for that.
Wait, what is this?
The
Sorry, I
the
got
Federal
distracted.
Trade Commission is looking into, and they haven't said what, but loot boxes, and because a
that
lot of
whole
people are
deal
considering
where
it a
they say
form
it's
of gambling. Yeah. And,
Oh, get out of here.
well, I'll have more to say about that in the very near future.
Can I be a part of that discussion? Because that rubs me the wrong way.
Also,
But not in a it's snuggle time kind of way.
yeah,
I'll say that.
the podcasting
Not
network
in a
that
snuggle
we
time.
are a part of, the Little Gray Boy Podcasting Network. A bunch of us in that network are getting together at some point in time, and we're going to be recording a game of D&D with all of us. And so just be on the lookout for episodes of that. It'll probably be airing on each one of our podcasts in different sections, different chunks of the episode.
So get ready
that
for my
should be
character.
fun.
His name is Balls Depp. It's going to be awesome.
I thought it was going to be Hot Foop.
Is he a dwarf?
Yeah. He's from Helm's Depp.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. If you're listening on iTunes, we ask that you would leave us a review. If you enjoyed the show, please give us 5 stars. You can follow us on
Didn't
Twitter.
enjoy the show? Go check out Film Soliloquy, which is even worse.
Oh, shameless plug.
Yeah.
Shameless plug.
Follow us on Twitter at Budget Arcade. You can also join our Discord from our Twitter, as well as it's in the show notes down below. Music is by Stemage. You can send any hate mail to budget.arcade@gmail.com. And you can download Stemage's music at metroidmetal.com. I'm doing that like way out of order.
Yeah, that was weird.
This has been a Little Gray Boy Podcasting Network production.
They
You
will
can find
probably
other-
kick us out of the network after listening to this.
No, they won't.
Probably.
They will vote.
they
They
would
will
have-
vote. They will get together. They'll say, no, this is not good look for us.
No, they'll
Was
be
it a
like,
good look to start with, though?
they'll kick us out because of film soliloquy, and you know that.
We haven't even officially joined the network. They can't kick that out. There's no.
Okay, whatever.
Oh, just you wait, Jeff.
Okay.
We want to thank everybody for listening and actually getting us over 1,000 listens in our podcast. That was amazing.
Which is insane. You showed me the numbers today, and I saw lots of our episodes had over 100 listens. I was
Wait, are
like,
you serious? We're over 1,000 listens?
Yes,
Yeah.
we're over 1,000 listens. Last time I checked, we were
What's
at like
up?
1.1K.
Listen, let me.
Thank you, everybody.
Whoever's listening, that's been listening, and you're getting to this episode, and you're looking at the unsubscribe button, and you're thinking to yourself, it's just not worth it anymore. I'm sorry. I won't do this every week. I just got back from Avengers Endgame, and I'm so hyped. I apologize. I will get better.
No
No,
spoilers.
you won't.
No spoilers. Definitely not. I wouldn't dare.
No, yeah, but you're not going to get better. You're going to just be, you.
We'll see you next week.
Well, yeah, thank you for all listening, and game on.
Bye.